Hi Cancer, and welcome to your monthly love predictions reading. We are going to be doing a reading specifically looking at your love life from mid-May until mid-June. This reading is intended for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Risings, or Venuses. Excuse me, my throat just gave out. Venuses. So if you are cross-watching, you're more than welcome to stay. I just need you to know that I'm a very honest reader. So Cancer, let's get into it, shall we? We don't have a lot of time to waste. I'm going to get straight into your oracle cards, which will tell us the main themes that you can expect to experience when it comes to love for the month ahead. Let's get into these oracle cards if they'll let me. They're having some trouble here shuffling. Well, I'm probably having trouble shuffling. I can't blame the cards. Okay. I wonder what it's going to be like for you, Cancer. Let's have a look. What is going to happen for Cancer in love from mid-May until mid-June? We have gratitude coming out for you in the reverse position. What is... oh my days. No, there's something going on here. Just give me a second. I just got to shuffle these a little bit longer. There's something going on here. Maybe I'll switch decks. Key just fell out of the deck as well, so I'm going to keep that. I don't think that was a coincidence. If you could see the way it fell out, it was very non-coincidental. What is happening here for Cancer? We got two more cards, and we also have yearning at the back of the deck for you here, if the camera will focus. Yearning in the reverse position. The two cards that fell out were bravery and tenacious here. So, I mean, I remember your readings over the last couple of months. There was something happening for you that was really requiring you to step up and recognize who's lacking when it comes to loving you and supporting you for all the effort that you're putting in. I can see a transition of energy here. There seems to be a slight avoidance, but it also seems to be not you avoiding it, if that makes sense. Like there's an avoidant energy around you when it comes to love, but it feels like you on your side with gratitude and key here, you're coming from a position of like, I'm not going to overextend or over push or over do it. I feel like with bravery and tenacious here, a major theme for you seems to be acting from a place where you're not entirely comfortable, but it's what you feel is best to do. And I want to say that as you kind of push your boundaries and push your limits here, you seem to be able to unlock this other side to you, the cardinal side to you, that really thrives when under pressure, and that is meant to be a leader, not a follower. I see you gaining attention for your effort, but it doesn't feel like it's everything that you want it to be, or that it's all of the effort that you deserve, all the attention that you deserve for the effort that you're putting in, if that makes sense. I want to get into tarot to kind of break this energy down, but I do see you in the month ahead just really trying to kind of attract rather than chase. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're kind of sitting back a little bit, and you're in this space where you're like, you know what? If it wants me, it will come and find me. It will come and grab me. Some of you may be putting ultimatums on the people that you're dealing with when it comes to love, or the person, should I say. But I think that most of you are kind of just trying to divert your attention and not be getting worked up over things like you were in previous months. It's an interesting feeling. It's a very interesting feeling, because on one hand, I feel a sense of empowerment here through what you're doing. Like you don't seem to be lacking at all, Cancer. You seem to be really sort of boosting yourself up, feeling good about yourself, and gaining more of that leadership energy that your sign has. I'm going to get into tarot now. Let's clarify this and have a look at more specifically, what are you experiencing in the month ahead when it comes to love for Cancer, please, Spirit. What are they experiencing? We have the Emperor with the Two of Swords reversed. Yeah, this is that cardinal leadership energy, that real bravery feeling, that tenacious sort of energy. What is going on for Cancer in the month ahead when it comes to love? Some of you may be asking somebody out. If you're single, you may be kind of putting that out there into the universe and making it known. We also have strength in the reverse position. There's a lot of courage here, a lot of bravery. 5 of Pentacles reversed. You're missing someone as well. Yearning is here too. Yeah, yearning for you. We have the Hanged One. So I'm having a hard time separating your energy from those you are dealing with. So it is a little bit confusing. At the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. I feel like this is what you are trying to attract, a new passionate opportunity. You've got this sort of feeling of wanting to kind of take control, and I see that this is coming from a space of not wanting to leave any uncertainty, not wanting to leave any room for a misskewed communication or a judgment error. Like, you're kind of just wanting to take advantage of what you know and act upon what you know by way of information about your love life and the opportunities you can take your love life towards. So I feel some of you having some passion here towards somebody. If you're a single Cancer, excuse me for bumping the microphone, I think that a lot of you are having somebody not only get your attention but push you to the point where you're kind of trying to make something happen here. I see that it's coming from a space of you trying to control the situation and the outcome, and I think that you're trying to not leave any room for error. That's what I'm seeing. I think with this Strength card reversed, it's putting you in a position where you have to be a little bit vulnerable, but it feels like the reward is very high. It feels like for a little bit of courage and a little bit of bravery, you get a lot in return. I feel like some of you may be getting a bit lonely throughout the month, and that could impact your decision making because it kind of puts you in this space where you're having to digest your feelings and cope with some feelings that you are usually able to suppress. So there may be some interesting choices and decisions coming out of that space of loneliness. But I overall see this energy of like wanting to take control, not wanting to leave any room for would've, could've, should've, or maybe, wanting to or needing to be brave in order to get something to happen the way that you want it to, trying to take advantage of new passionate opportunities, trying like a new technique here when it comes to dating and your love life. And I also see you trying to not feel lonely and feel like you're lacking, trying to gain connection. There is actually a lot of stillness for you though on top of that. While you're trying to really make things move, it feels like internally you're being very calculated and careful about what it is that you do. You're not just kind of throwing yourself out there for the wolves. You're being very selective about who you reach out to and who you connect to. So it feels like for most of you, if you are going to take action to somebody or towards somebody, or if you're going to take action towards something for somebody, you're going to be very careful and specific about what that action is and how you take it. You're not just kind of throwing your energy out there. The other thing that I'm picking up for those who are in a relationship is that you're trying to kind of steer your relationship into a direction that you want it to be. I feel like you're trying to curb some sort of need here. With yearning reversed, the Five of Pentacles reversed, you're trying to figure out like there's a problem in the relationship, you're trying to solve it based on the need. Well, how can I fix that? And I believe that this problem has to do with connection and someone feeling like they're not getting enough of the other person here. So you're trying to figure that out and trying to just sort of work around that issue. It's an interesting month for you, Cancer, because you seem to have a lot of control or a lot of desire for control. And at the same time, you seem to be in this place where you're trying to recalibrate and reconsider and rethink how to get what you want from a place of control. I think you've been in this energy for some time though. If I do remember, your last love reading was also about control. So it just kind of feels like you're still there, but you're also recognizing that now is a good time to go after some of the things that you really want when it comes to love. It's weird. I want to keep going forward. I want to have a look at your main challenge in love for the month ahead, and then we're going to have a look at your main opportunity, and then we're going to get you advice. So what is the main challenge for Cancer in the month ahead, please, Spirit? Yeah, I'm hearing I'm not stuck anymore. I'm not stuck anymore. It's like you've made your mind up about something and you're really desiring to move forward. You're not stuck anymore. I don't want to be stuck anymore. So let's have a look at what your advice is. We have the Ten of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. This isn't your advice, excuse me. This is your main challenge. Ten of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. So a challenge here could be family, could be career. A challenge towards your love life could feel like the way that you've structured your material world. It could feel like the goals that you're wanting long term are very challenging in the month ahead. You're struggling to get them or maintain them. And I think that some of you with that Knight of Swords are not happy with the pace of things. There's this feeling of either being rushed or feeling like you've just got to make some hasty decisions and take some hasty action here. A challenge here is knowing when and how to act with that Knight of Swords. And we're also struggling with the structure of things, the setting, the formalities, that level of responsibility that the Ten of Pentacles offers us. I see you really entering quite a masculine energy at the start of this month here, mid-May, so around about now. You're really kind of in this sort of masculine energy, and it kind of transitions towards that end of the month with the Hanged Man. I'm looking at a masculine Emperor over here, as well as a feminine Hanged Man. So that feeling does change. You kind of, by the end of the month, mid-June, you're thinking, gosh, how much longer can I do this? Or can I continue doing this? What can I do differently? Because I'm not getting exactly what I want here. I'm not fulfilling everything in terms of my needs or my partner's needs. So I do think that for some reason your material world is impacting your love life, whether that's because of your finances or career, or because of family expectations, or your long-term goals. There's this material restriction here or obligation here, as well as the pace of things causing challenges. So what is Cancer's main opportunity in love for the month ahead? Oh, we got 3 cards to show you. Your main opportunity, first card is the Lover's card. And then we also have the Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands. I hope that's focusing. I can't really see. Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So I can see with the Lover's card that a major opportunity for you has to do with a big decision that you're making. You're coming from a place where you know clearly what you want. There's no hesitation, there's no ambiguity. You're very clear, you're very certain, and you're also certain about the action that you're going to take to make sure that this decision goes the way that you want it to. So I see clear thinking here. I see clear decision making. I also see the opportunity to get on the same page as somebody through communication. So an opportunity to conversate and to explain things and to hear their side of the story as well. I'm also seeing an opportunity with that Page of Wands to kind of get a fresh perspective on the situation. This may involve removing certain energies and supplementing them with a fresh sort of youthful or new perspective. I feel like you're going to be looking at things differently, especially if you have the opportunity to spend some time away from your love interest. You're going to come back to the connection feeling refreshed, feeling ready to take on the challenges and to address those needs better. The other thing about that Page of Wands as an opportunity is that this feels like an interest or a youthful sort of perspective. So it could be that the person that you're dealing with may surprise you with what they have to offer you. I am seeing a person for all of you, I'll be honest with you. Whether it's a crush, a long-term partner, a situationship, I don't believe that any of my Cancers this month are not dealing with anybody at all. I feel like your opportunity here is a person that's going to inspire new interest, new passion, and potentially a new way of looking at your love life. So if you are entering this month without a love interest, Cancer, by the end of the month you're going to have this crush, this mild interest, this infatuation on somebody who's stirring pursuing passion and helping you look at your love life in a new way. The overall opportunity here, it really is that Queen of Wands though. That Queen of Wands is about bringing energy towards you through attraction, like attracts like. So putting the right energy out there and attracting exactly what you want. And I do see that with you. It doesn't feel like you're in a chasing energy. It feels like you've got this balance between your masculine ability to act versus your feminine ability to be still, be patient, and be aware. I think awareness is your biggest asset this month. Staying connected to your needs and the awareness of how to supplement your needs based on the options you have when it comes to love. So that Queen of Wands as an opportunity is your ability to manifest and bring what you need towards you. But I also see this Queen of Wands as you attracting what it is that you desire through the person that you're dealing with. A lot of attraction and passion here in your opportunities. So it could be quite possible that you're going to be met with a lot of desire when it comes to love in terms of the more sort of sexual influences. In a way where I think you can't avoid it like you may have been trying to. It feels like there is still an avoidant energy here that I just want to clarify, Spirit. What is this avoidant energy in Cancer's love life? What is this avoidant energy in Cancer's love life? Okay, it has something to do with the past actions, not wanting to let go. Okay, so I'm looking at the Judgment card, first of all, which is a cicada. And as soon as this card came out, cicadas in my area started chirping. So isn't that interesting? We also have Four of Pentacles in the upright. Look, cicadas stop now. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. So this avoidant energy has to do with something that happened in the past, action that was taken in the past, and it is going to come back and rear its ugly head because we need to address it. It was either actions that we did or the actions of those that we're interested in, something that they did that needs to be discussed and talked about. The thing about that Judgment card is the goal of discussing this is not to create unnecessary drama. It's to allow us to be truthful enough to have the outcome that is most authentic to us. It's like airing out the dirty laundry so that we can ultimately clean that laundry. We're not just saying, look, you have dirty clothes. We're cleaning them so that we can reuse them and reinvent their future purposes. Consider the same sort of situation but with your love life. The Four of Pentacles tells me this is a difficult thing to talk about or to do. It's something that you've been struggling to address, or it's something that you've been struggling to let go of. It may even be manifesting as a grudge for some of you against somebody that you're dealing with, or it could just be that you felt you didn't have enough time to be able to address these issues. I just saw my face and this part looks swollen. That's so weird. We also have the Ace of Pentacles over here, Cancer, which tells me that the avoidant issue here has to do with a very potentially beneficial opportunity that has a long-term nature. So I don't quite understand why you're avoiding this. It's like you're almost blindsiding yourself from what opportunities you have. And this is something that you would want to invest in logically. This is something that could offer you a stable, consistent, growth-based opportunity. But for some reason, you're not wanting to see that. Maybe it's too spontaneous, it's too unexpected, it's too passionate, it's not what you were wanting, and it's going to deviate you from your other responsibilities. It's interesting. That message may not resonate for everyone, but it just feels like this avoidant energy has to do with something in the past, with an action or some sort of truth not being addressed that has been limiting our ability to see the opportunities that we have now. So that's kind of what I'm seeing when it comes to that avoidant energy. I don't believe that's going to resonate for all of you, but it could be that one or two people that needed to hear that. So let's have a look at your advice now, Cancer, as we close your reading. What is their advice for the month ahead when it comes to love? Six of Swords reversed. That's interesting. Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords. Communication is your biggest advice. In order to really truly attain that happiness, that Ten of Cups happy ending, you are being encouraged to communicate this month with or to or about things that have happened in your past with someone that needs to kind of have this communication, that you need to have this communication with, or about something that happened in your past. They keep referencing you addressing something that has already happened in order to move forward. This is looking like sneaky trickstery behavior, someone trying to pull one over you, put the wool over your eyes and take advantage of what you do not see, thinking they could carefully sort of manipulate the unknown when you're not looking. But I do think that as advice with that Seven of Swords, it's kind of about you taking a little bit of that communication or taking advantage of the fact that two can play at that game. Like, I see you being tricky with your communication as well. I don't think that it's helpful to do a tit for tat situation here in terms of you being tricky and them being tricky. Like, that's not going to get you anywhere. But you are being called to actually have some serious conversations about this behavior, about this kind of sneaky communication and the sneaky actions. The Three of Swords tells me this is a difficult conversation to have. It could involve a level of heartbreak or sorrow for some of you. It could even be about asking some very difficult, hard questions that are make or break questions with the person that you're dealing with. But your advice here in all of these cards is to be honest and to call it for what it is and to speak out and communicate. That is what I'm seeing for you, Cancer, when it comes to the month ahead for your love life. Not what I was expecting. I hope this message was helpful and that it did resonate for you. It may resonate as the month progresses. Remember, this does not have to be what happens. These readings are intended to give you information to help you navigate and take control back of your existence, of your reality. So take what resonates. Do not let the rest take from you. Have a wonderful, prosperous month ahead, and I shall connect with you very, very soon. Bye.